Look at me. No, seriously. Look at what I'm wearing. I am a grown adult man wearing tight fluorescent green spandex. I look like a green screen error that gained a soul, or a radioactive tennis ball that escaped from a government physics lab. I've officially reached the I don't care about my dignity. I only care about the biological truth stage of my existence. At this point, I am your fluorescent green clown. But here is the punchline. You aren't going to like. You aren't failing your diet because you're weak. You're failing because your kitchen is smarter than you. What if I told you that the most effective fat loss plan on the planet is also the most mind-numbingly boring thing you've ever heard of? Welcome to the CPB diet. 4 foods, 30 days, no macro counting, no fancy organic seed-crusted salmon, just pure, unadulterated weight loss. Before we start, let's dissect why your current diet is a tragedy. It isn't your lack of dedication. It's your brain. Your brain is a dopamine-seeking junkie, and variety is its favorite drug. Think about the last time you went to an all-you-can-eat buffet. Even when your stomach was screaming for mercy and you were contemplating the life choices that brought you there, you somehow found room for dessert. Why? Because new flavors hijack your reward system. Evolution designed your ancestors to keep eating as long as the tastes kept changing. It kept them alive in the Stone Age. Today, it just keeps you buying larger pants. To prove that boring is the ultimate fat loss cheat code, I recruited 2 brave souls, Red and Yellow. Red is a personal trainer who is already in great shape at 19% body fat. But he has a dark secret. He binges at sushi buffets 3 times a week until he can't sleep. He's basically a black hole with a gym membership. Yellow is a fitness coach who is sick of the new year, new me cycle. At 31% body fat, she's fit, but wants to tighten up. Her biggest issue? She hates tracking macros. Weighing out 54 grams of uncooked rice at 9 p.m. makes her want to fight her kitchen scale. So, I put them under a 30-day house arrest with the following rules. Unlimited chicken breast, potatoes, broccoli, and carrots. Eat until your jaw is tired of chewing. 1 tablespoon of olive oil per meal. No deep frying your way to happiness. 0 liquid calories. If it's not water, black coffee, or plain tea, it's garbage. On day 1, they hated me. Yellow felt trapped by having shredded chicken for breakfast. Red looked like he was mourning the loss of a close family member, and that member was spicy tuna rolls. But this is where environment design kicks in. By removing the decision, we removed the failure. By day 5, Red's brain stopped asking, "What do I want for dinner?" and started hitting autopilot. He wasn't trying to be healthy. His kitchen was a tiny dictatorship that simply wouldn't allow him to be a hot mess. If you think this sounds miserable, you're right. But the science behind Red's new obsession, the potato, is actually insane. In 1995, researchers created a satiety index to find which foods keep you full the longest. Boiled potatoes didn't just win, they absolutely bullied the competition. They are 3 times more filling than white bread and 8 times more filling than Yellow's favorite treat, croissants. By week 2, the biological billboard, aka the face, started to sharpen. Red was losing weight at nearly double the recommended rate, and yet he wasn't hungry. Why? Because his brain's reward system had been effectively lobotomized. He stopped chasing pleasure and started fueling a machine. But then, the awkward phase hit. This is the part of the diet where your face looks like a gaunt zombie, but your gut is still there, holding on for dear life. On day 20, Red hit his breaking point. He got to the gym, looked at the weights, and just laid on the yoga mat for 15 minutes like a defeated NPC in a video game. He was spiraling. Am I losing my gains? Am I just shrinking? Meanwhile, Yellow was fighting her own biological battle. Cravings and bloating from her menstrual cycle were screaming at her to eat chocolate. In any other diet, this is where you order Uber Eats at midnight, tell yourself the streak is broken anyway, and spend the next 3 days binging. But they couldn't. Red was too exhausted to get dressed and drive to the store, and his fridge only had chicken and potatoes. The system pulled them back like a dog on a short leash. And after 30 days of this glorious, boring torture, we did the final scans. Yellow was a scientific miracle. She lost 5 lbs of pure fat and dropped her body fat from 31% to 28%. But the craziest part, she actually built muscle during the challenge. A 3% drop in body fat while gaining lean mass in 30 days is basically a cheat code for women of her size. And Red? Red became a masterpiece of efficiency. He lost 14 lbs of pure fat. I don't even recommend losing weight that fast, but his body just gave up the ghost. He went from 19.3% body fat to a shredded 12.9%. And his muscle mass? It stayed exactly the same. He didn't lose a single ounce of hard-earned muscle. Why? Because the best diet isn't the one that requires a hero's willpower. It's the one that requires 0 decisions. Willpower is a battery that dies the moment you have a bad day at work. A boring, stocked kitchen is a fortress that stands forever. Red and Yellow didn't win because they were stronger than you. They won because they stopped negotiating with their cravings, stopped looking for hacks, and let autopilot build their bodies. So, stop scrolling through 3-minute abs videos while eating a bowl of cereal. We've built the CPB Strict and CPB Flex guides to help you automate your success. Get on the app. Stop thinking, and let the system do the heavy lifting. Because if a grown man in a toxic green suit can figure this out, you officially have no excuse. Stay consistent or stay the same. Let's get to work.